They have it. We welcome you on this evening show, Libhola Eswatini. Lapho singasho ukuthi the main target, the main topic tonight, it's all about the champions. Green Mamba are the champions of the 2022-2023 MTN Premier League. We'll have the coach in the company of Captain Mkolisi just to hear about the season all along. But when they got, what was the main key for them to achieve what they have achieved? They are also the first team to achieve 60 points in over more than 4 to 5 seasons. No other team has achieved so far to achieve that, making it 61 points. We'll get from the coach, who at some point said that in as much as it's his first trophy, but at some point, and they ended up being champions. They are 1 million richer, as you can see, after that victory against Royal Leopard over the weekend. We'll talk about the ins and outs, what really made this season to be one of the toughest seasons, where we had to wait to the last minute to have a champion in the land. It's all about the MTN Premier League, and it's all about Libhola Eswatini. It's all about local football, and we want to know what it takes to be a champion and 1 million richer. So we're studio in the company of Ernest Mavuso, head coach Green Mamba, in the company also of Captain Mkolisi. Our coach Nguvusela, once again, congratulations.
Siyabonga kakhulu Fabrice. Sivusele nababukeli belihlelo emakhaya. We are happy to be here and kumnanzi kuba Green Mamba. Yes.
From August to end mid-May, this is the trophy. This is 1 million. Mkolisi, bekuthafu kangakanani? Congratulations.
Siyabonga. Sivusele babukeli emakhaya. Siyabonga kusimema ukuthi sitela.
All right. Now, if you're a viewer and you're wondering what's happening, this is the main people behind the victory of Green Mamba, the coach and the captain. First trophy since 2018-2019 in terms of the Premier League. That's the last time. Coach, wafika bakunika umsebenzi, and when the season started, what was the achievement from the club's officials? What was the mandate when the season started on its own? Start figure to the main, celebrations and the fixtures and everything. But when you took the job, what was the project?
Actually, when I was engaged by Green Mamba, the team was position 9 on the log standing. They wanted to change or to turn around the fortunes of the team. So the target was, can we take the team from where it is to bracket 4, a respectable position? Yeah, we agreed to the challenge. Went to training, we got the players, we discussed, we mapped a way forward. Then the task was now, how do we prepare? Where to sit down with the technical plan. We tailor-made our program such that we don't cover too much at the same time, but we take it bit by bit. We started hitting the ground rolling, and we got to where we are.
There's another question, coach. These are some of the games you've played. Nagafika dressing room, day 1. What was his first message? Never introduced now coach Alamush. What was the message from him? Now kumbul.
Ngakhumbula kahle but save ama-rumors sebadlala ukuthi with coach Ernest sajabula because besiyati philosophy yakhe. Yena la afike agcizelela kithi wafika wasitshela ukuthi yena uthanda umdlalo no discipline. And ufuna ukuthi sidlale carpet football. Sajabula sibadlali because nathi i-culture e-Green Mamba ngile ball passing game.
Coach, you were from another team, Babana Highlanders. What team for being at Hambegash? We are figure, you are the champions. I'm sure there's a lot to say in terms of prayer, and sober prove wrong would say it was not about your fault. There were issues to be sorted, but where you are, you're a happy man now.
Yeah, go figure kwami Green Mamba. Ngicabanga ukuthi it was more of a redemption. Kind of, because at some point in time when somebody pulls you to your lowest point, sometimes you feel like turning your back onto the whole thing. There was a time where I thought of quitting football, but then I come from a football family. Even though We're not very much of high-profile stars, but the first person to say it's not about you was my father. Then my siblings, then my wife, to say no, go back. We know you can do better than what most people think. And then I had to take the challenge. Green Mamba indicated a platform where they showed too much confidence, in a sense that they never questioned how we are training. They never questioned the team to play. They never questioned almost everything that we're doing, because they are always there to observe the training, to support, to do everything. So when match day comes, they are the first people to confirm the team to play, even though we don't discuss it, but they approve it because they can tell from training what they expect from the weekend.
Now, Mko, the season starts. Games are coming, game 1, game 2. You've added new blood. Ukona Skali, ukona D40. Bekona in Mko, at some point, you might really take this trophy. Nanka this season, in terms of spirit, now there's so much coming from club presidents, every chairman, everyone is telling you they are behind you. Bekona in idea, but at some point, it's not Michelin.
Yeah. Ngikhumbula nasigcina la season sagcina kabi saba position 9. I-message lesayikhuluma nasigcina ku last day. Unfortunate coach bekagula besine assistant saba ne meeting sakhuluma sahlala sibadlala ukuthi chance asikadlali kahle. Sicela ukuthi kule season letako sifake amandla sithathe league. Sathi ke sisaqala isizini baphathi basithengela abadlali labanjengabo Sikhali bo D40 bomthunzi bosilenga. Then sase siba nale believe ukuthi okay nge-experience lesinayo thina nasekutela abadlali abanjengabo Sikhali sitayithatha le league, but i-vision yabo coach bekuthi siyabuilda nangakutshela liqiniso bekuthi siyabuilda for next season ukuthi sifuna ku-change standards sebhola. Samcela coach nasicala isizini bengingathi ukuthi utangibeka ngibe ngicaptain, but sathi sihleli ngamcela mina coach ngathi coach sicela nisifundise ibhola.
True.
Sifuna kufika kule standards salamanye amave salamanye ama teams. Ngihlale nje ngimine bengihlale ngimsendela ama video ngithi coach sicela le team ifike la. Yabo wasilalela coach njengoba sesila.
Coach, your figure, some housekeeping, we're seeing some of the highlights. Umnige armband, leadership qualities. There is something you saw in him.
Oh, yes.
Maybe from the COSAFA performance and everything, but leadership skills, there's something you saw in him.
I like arrogant players in the field of play, around the ball. I'm not saying they should be bullish or what, but I want a player who is very much focused, who is determined, who is not easily intimidated, especially when he has got the ball in his feet. That player must show authority. That is what I saw in him. And I wanted the character outside the field of play and in the field of play. He has got a lot of that.
The style of football, coach, let's say, this season, maybe in terms of game plan, what would you say? Because also there was a bit of a change in terms of style of football.
Yeah, we wanted to influence the style of play in the team. Introduce more of a positional football.
This is what we're seeing, yes.
Yeah.
What a pass, yes.
It's le concept here. It's for a team to be very good in positional football. Kufuna one, ibe good on the ball, possession. Two, ibe good in occupying positions in the field, whether rotational or in whatever way. Ipinze ikone kuba a bit of some element of pressing in their play, because you cannot keep the ball and still have a very solid defensive line. Because if you are on the ball, you dismantle the defensive skills or the abilities in terms of position. So you need to develop that pressing ability so that at least you win the ball where you have lost it. Then it makes it possible for everyone to regroup or to even carry on from there and accomplish whatever you had set out to achieve.
I'm coming back to you, coach, because sometimes we just take so much credit and forget to mention those who are our assistant. Your assistant coach, it's someone wherever you go, he is with you. Effect here, the positive aspect.
A very knowledgeable guy. He's the best.
He's the best.
No, he's the best. That one, it's unfortunate we don't appreciate what we've got until we have lost it. That one is a walking football encyclopedia. He understands the game inside out. Tactically, he's my left hand. Physically, he controls everything. Goalkeeping, he's there.
Coach, I want us to talk about what you were saying. The scrumming assistant, yes, but that's him behind. But I mean, I wanted to talk also about the celebration, but that's the assistant, yes. So talk more about him. At some point, I want us to touch on the celebration.
That was an emotional moment. I can't even tell myself what was happening, but I was very happy. I can't even explain it. If you look down the road we have traveled in football, the challenges we have faced from all the teams we've been through together and where we are, it means a lot. Okay.
Now, I want us now to go to the season. Yeah, some of the games you've played, 26 games the entire season. But none played beside Ire Leopard and Young Buffaloes. Obviously, mostly these are always big games. Either we are fighting for the trophy or it's all about protecting your image or bragging rights. Some of the games now played now as a player, as the captain, Mwasho would say, no, this was a tough one, but you had to put 3 points. This was a tough one, especially in the second round. Nama games nasihlelo uyakhumbula nawe ukuthi bekalukhulu.
Igame level khona ki second round igame eBuffalo. Ngiyo igame lengicishe lesinika inkinga. Yabo. Swallows nabo Highlander akusima game labo likhona nje kwaba ama mistakes ngithi sibadlali. Baba sawaluza lawo. But nje sibadlali satshela ukuthi last season besine tendency ukuluza ama-points kulama games kulama teams lamancane. Njengoba ubona nje cishe ama team lamancane siwadle onke. Yabo. Lesikulungisile kule season. Yabo. iBuffalo kuphela lengathi isinika inkinga. Lalamanye kwaba ama mistake ethu. La ngabe wayabukela kahle game yeSwallows first round na second round.
Usukuthini kuba kulabadlali mcona nasese before the game nani bambene nje just giving them the spirit to say let's go for it as the captain because ngiyangibona vele kuba nguwe lokhuluma most of the time.
No, so ngba encourage kulo lesa kufunga ku general because sakaba ne meeting before nje siqale league. Safunga ku general sathi sifuna kumlethela inkomeshi. So ngiba encourage kulo ukuthi mathita siyade ukuthi lana sidelene. Sikhohlwe ngabo Rafaela, sikhohlwe ngalokuni. Rafaela une mistake. Suke ngibakhulumisa kuleti ngaleto tabo Rafaela because labanye badlali ukhanza ukuthi sebanaka Rafaela instead of ukudlala.
These are some of the games we've played and game of a coach on the bench shouting, hey, let's not allow them to hold the ball, man. Hey, I think the message also comes easier when you have leaders in the field of play. Players also have had the trophy at some point before. Begulula, at some point you keep quiet, but at some point, that's one I would say, now you shout. Yeah.
Especially senior players like Mkolisi, Javi, Skali, Keto. Yeah, those are the players that I hit hard on them to say, let us remember what we were good at. Let's keep the ball. Because if we don't have the ball, how can we ensure that we won't lose the game? We don't have to give the ball away. Somebody has to fight for the ball, and we must protect it. Whoever wants the ball must look for the ball. It must be with us. Let's give it away a couple of seconds, then we must get it back.
Yeah, attacking numbers and defending numbers. Now, Nko, there was a message, I'm sure, from the Commissioner General yesterday, before he went to the camp. Now we're focusing on the last day of the season. Yesterday, with Sinzirinza Young Buffaloes, Bensentlangana, 1-0. That defeat wasn't easier for you. Coach, now we've let ourselves down. This is not us. And you felt like the football you played was not the same football you played when the game was postponed. Yes. When the game was postponed, you felt not laragal. But the replay match, you felt you dropped the standard. Coach, yesterday you went to play against Royal Leopard. What was the message from Bapatsi?
Bapatsi imessage eqhamuke kwabaphathi ukuthi basitshela ukuthi bayayithinga le match. Ngayo yonke indlela bathi bacela sitimisele. But nje mina ematch 10 ngiwatshelile ukuthi asiye kuyodlala igame sathi ukuthi silingene neBuffalo. Because idlala ne team esengadlaleli lutho. Already lese relegate.
Bengana ni pressure nengena la. Nathi ukuthi just a draw. A draw. You don't need 3 points. You need just a draw. 90 minutes. Bengana.
Yeah, pressure bekhona, but mina ngibatshelile badlala ngathi kulula kudlala neLeopard than Buffalo because iLeopard icishe sidlala ibhola lefanako. Kani iBuffalo inale titiyo. Ayipheli kalula. Yaba kani nawuthola nema-ball players khona lapho wamshaya ngetsamaya ubane ukuthi hayi ngeke ngisapressa nangibuya kani basoja noma ungamdribble abaphela umoya.
All right. Coach, the lineup we wanted on the day. Wongu came to the party. Before the game started, is it the lineup you wanted? Maybe there was minor changes on the last minute. This is the lineup you wanted.
This is the lineup we had from Wednesday. Yeah.
This is the lineup.
Yes, we believed this was the team to play weekend. We were just praying for not to get injuries in the course of preparation. This is the game. This is the team we had since Wednesday. We believed this team can do us the job.
Pressure and coach. At this point in time, the game is about to start. You've cut across the message. As one of experienced coaches in the local football, you've coached different teams.
Yeah, it was tough. Yeah, it was tough. Especially what makes it difficult. If only we can be able to erase the past. Manje, if it keeps propping, that is what hurts or kind of dilutes the thinking and hinders a clear visionary sight into what you want to achieve. The pressure was, I don't have to make everyone that does not believe in us say Sasho. That was the pressure. Somebody out there was like, I know ngeke by win. So we had to psych ourselves to say no, even though the situation is like this, but we must come up top at the end of the day.
Wow. Created chances. What was your main assignment yesterday? Is there a specific assignment coach gave you, or he just told you be free? As one of the leaders, as the leader of the club, what was the message from coach yesterday to you one-on-one?
Message lasinike yona coach unike mina nasikhala. Akabi nje ukuthi okay uhlala nginika maybe kulamanye ama game but itolo nje unike mina nasikhala ukuthi let's stay top. Singabuyi because sase za drop ngendlela ile party idlala ngawo ma pocket. Itashonda sadlala low blow.
Wow. Coach, the game starts. These are some of the moments of the game. Junior being junior is putting pressure on you. Wherever you're seated, you knew, but they don't have anything to fight much for, but you knew that a draw will put you where you're supposed to be. Talk to us about this finishing goal.
Libhola stand echimile and every day.
Every day.
Njengoba asho coach umsebenzi lebawendako behind the scene coach Lulane. It's unbelievable. Yabona.
He told you to be on top of your game.
My finishes went every day la my finishing la. I know ukuthi la ngeboxing isikhali ngeke kwende kancane lapho takuphasa khona kabi. Akasiko selfish.
Akasiko selfish.
I make sure nje ukuthi waze waya wide. Mina ngene eboxing.
Coach, you are leading so far. How do you feel at this point in time? And you are putting more pressure, by the way. How are you feeling at this point in time?
We wanted a second goal so that it can ease the pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, we couldn't relax. We know anything can happen in a game of football.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we needed a second goal. With that cushion, then we knew we were going to be better. Yeah, more relaxed and a bit stable.
And everyone was coming to the part, as we can see.
Oh,
yes. You were there in your right position, and Boshav, you are now doing what they do best. But in terms of maybe pressure, whenever in the last 8, in the box of the goalkeeper, you knew that whenever you get a goal, it will mean so much to you. So, Nini Azibadla, Nihambe with the mentality of a draw, just get a draw, or you just wanted 3 points?
Not nesibadlali sitshele ukuthi sithinga 3 points. Lekungafana kwendeka. But i-draw singafanele siyithole scorile. Kungabi nje ukuthi le party i-correct cala kunathi.
Yes.
Nayi mentality yethu. Lesikiyo kule game le.
All right. Now, coach, then you are still looking for a second goal with Gunitfola. On the bench, I want you to tell me how your heart felt at this point in time.
Wow, it was a relief.
We're
happy. That was something else. The cross, the finishing.
Look at how many touches? 2.
As solo ash. In a way, we train the way we want to play.
5.
We try to do this as many times as possible. Kungabi kusha kulo mdlali nasafike kuleya environment le to say what can I do. Kufuna athi naga relaxed kahle, treat it like training and bury the ball in.
What a goal, what a finish. Now, at this point in time, as a captain, you are so close to be the champions. You can feel it. No matter football being football, you would know anything can change. But now there was belief. What a nice goal. This is a beautiful goal, coach. This is a beautiful goal. Yes, tell me about the feeling now. Once you score the second goal, you celebrate. It's in message because I'm sure there's something you say there to the players.
Yeah, I'm not going to call number 2. Ngifika pekona ngawatshela amachita ngathi sesiqedzile nya. There is no way le part lengasikhala.
Usho njalo ukuthi sesiqedzile.
Yeah, ngibatshele ukuthi there is no way le part lengasikhala manje. Singafanele singetela amanye amagoli.
And the fans?
Abafans asijabulise kakhulu. Especially Commissioner General. Because lawa ama recruits la ase college.
Yes.
Ukuthi azosupporta nathi siyafisa ukuthi maybe angahlale as-support sonke isikhathi. Although siyade ukuthi nyalo ukuthi base training banema team abo. But siyayibona le support le basikhombisa yona.
I know it's not your place, but tell me to you what type of player is he? Before ngitshela ukuthi nakakola to you, what did you think? But now in terms of player profile, you met him at a couple of occasions, played together. What type of player he is, and what did that goal make you in terms of you as players? Not so 1-2-1 nyalo. What was the feeling?
Yeah, sibe nayo feeling ukuthi bangasikava labamvu. But kusatha amachita ukuthi asingabhekisi inhloko phasi, asichubeke siphusheni. Because number 12 free kick, I know ukuthi anything is possible lapha junior. Because ngiyamazi junior ngidlalile naye national team. Ngiyamrespecta kakhulu.
2-1 coach, this is a beautiful goal. Take away and don't take anything away from this free kick. Beautiful goal. It's one of the good players. But to you, Nagu 2-1, how was the feeling?
It was the same, except that I only wished.
And you made this change.
Oh yes, I only wished we could keep the ball more, because players like Junior, I know him from development. He's good, and we knew with them around our box, really they will give us problems. We need to keep them out. Balalelapa around center, then at least there you can breathe a little bit. The sub, it was a tactical sub, not mainly because captain, but we've got a team le langaphandle le nayo yadzinga ukuthi siyinikete that element of confidence, that time to get exposure and to run in the field of play. So we felt, we can sacrifice the captain. At least the captain, he will understand that this is his ship. He has done the job. Bringing a young star into the midfield, he will get an exposure. And one day he will say, the captain gave a spot for me to play.
It also takes a hero or a maturity or experience to be out. Now, the final whistle coach. Hey, Achayiva coach. What are you saying? Are you praying? Or ngasho? What are you saying there, coach? Now you don't remember. But this is the excitement.
My brother,
the excitement.
I was excited.
You were excited?
Very much. Very much excited. I can't even remember what was running through my head. But I was
the assistant also giving praise to the Lord. The moment has happened. Now, you've taken this trophy. You've been waiting. Go as a player when it's the final. What was the feeling like?
Ngijabulile but kube nako lokuthi nyalo start is the beginning of good things going forward. Because siyajabula ukuthi siwina ngomishi but angakutshela coach ivision yethu. Yabo. Ivision yethu bekuchinja ibhola. Yabo. Because bengihlale ngemtshela mina ngithi coach nyalo la teamini unebadlali abafana boSkhali D40 Shavi Maza Jabula. Ngicela ukuthi coach le ma juniors abafunze la kulabadlali because kusasa bayaphela labadlali. Yabo bayafisa kudlala nabo. Yabo. Asisichinje le bhola. Yabo. Sifane nalamanye emave. Ngicabanga ukuthi uyangi-understand. Ibonus kithi lengomishi but sengafiki kule ndlela lesifuna kufika kiyo.
Nifuna kufika baba. Nifuna kufika. Asesive kuye mchoko ukuthi nifuna kufika. Bese coach yasitshe in the company of Wandile Mshali, the CEO of MTN Eswatini, ngiyabona mchoko ngiyabona the players behind you, board members of MTN Eswatini, but just want to take the picture with you. You are 1 million richer. Yeah, it feels nice. But nifuna kufika kuphi? Yes. Yes, nyaniva kufuna kudominate ibhola la kangwane, but way how far? How do you want to do that?
Yabona ngakutshela isikhathi esispenda nabo coach. Singekho ejimini ecingweni. Mavidiyo lesisendelana kona because now bathi sithi Swati indlela uyifunza kulaba sembili. Sithandzile style of play Sundowns. Angakutshela coach amavidiyo bengimsendela kona ukuthi coach ngicela sifike
Mamelodi Sundowns
South Africa. Coach ngicela sifike kunasigaba nasi. Although maybe it's nela kangwane tinho sisete kahle letinenge. But lokunenge siyakwenda because nawubona nje sesiyawenda ama video games ethu. Thina siyahlala phansi sibuke si-analyze igame ukuze sidlale kahle kuphi. Siye e-boardroom.
Ngicubeke ngibukene leli hlelo le. Wasiyanisitha.
Onke lama video lawo sinawo. Ngifuna ukuyenga. Onke lama video lawo sinawo siyahlala phansi siwabuke siwa-analyze. Sispende maybe 5 hours seclassing.
Coach, did you get a call or message from the com general? After this celebration, you were happy, man.
She is always a call away. Anytime she gives a message, she drops a message.
Yes.
She is very happy. She is excited. She is happy for the players. They've made her proud. Natsi, she feels the same way.
The celebrations, it means a lot for the Greenman family. I'm sure even the correctional family and everyone. It means a lot to be the champions for the first time since 2018, 2019. Now, yeah, it's a lot to say. The journey is still long, like Ushito, in terms of where you want to be. I can see Shafi being lifted. What was the idea Is it because maybe it's one of the heroes? Yes, let's say maybe it's because it's one of the heroes. But it was a way of Mbongela would see he's part of the players. I think having won the trophy at Ray Leopard, now winning it with you at Green Mamba. Let's talk about now the future. There is CAF Champions League coming. What's the plan? Do you want to add more bloods, coach, before you... I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the squad, but helping the squad no nas usai Africa CAF Champions League.
Logic detects good as CP5 because we need more experience. We need to focus in the future as well. So kumcoka lokuthi sibangedela abanye abadlali lo mthwalo utobalula. Green Mamba is coming from a big institution. Akufanele uma ngabe kulimala one player ubonakala sekune void. So vele siyathenga kuyibeef up.
What would you want to beef up, coach, in terms of positions if you get a chance?
If we can get one centre back, but I prefer a left-footed centre back, so that it will give us the balance of the field. Then we get a midfielder. Again, I'd be happy if I can get a left-footed midfielder, so to complement Njabulo, and a striker as well, so that he can learn from Scully. Scully's got something that we don't have anywhere else in the country.
Talented.
We need somebody that can understudy him and learn something from him, especially if they're teammates. I think it would be easier to learn from him. He is a humble guy. He's not selfish in any way. He has got different personality, and on the field of play, there are things you can try to teach your players, but it can take them seasons to learn. But with Scully, you make one demonstration, the next moment he surprises you with the same thing you were trying to make him go through.
Kevin De Bruyne awusho ngayo ukuthi akuhappy ngaye. Kevin De Bruyne.
Hey, no. This is my scoring machine.
All right. Coach, congratulations. We want to have more time, but time is against us. The journey is still long. Near Africa, there's a lot, the new season, players will rest, you start to plan. But Coach, you've said something. So before you leave, this trophy, beautiful as it is, heavy as it is, near Africa, it's in message, Maswat.
Maswat is ngawathembisa ukuthi eAfrica sitaya siphethe incwadi yekufunza. Because ngeke sithi sitawufike siperforme but sitawafaka emandla. Angifuni kwaye ngamaswati lesquad lesinaso sine experience, sine ma young players na uyibuka nje kugcina experience nema young players ene bayafunza labafana labalange phansi kwethu bafuna kufika la sikhona khona thina singabathembisa amaswati ukuthi start imisela sitawa representa kahle eAfrica sitimisele futhi kungashinji nangendlela lesilala ngayo because maybe nase Africa batawuthi hawo sitake sibabona but sitimisele each and every day bo coach nabasinike drill aba batinika isikhathi ngathi noma ingasihluli drill abathi hayi hambani yogijima yandlula basendisa ize sikhona.
They have it. Thank you very much for your time and your presence, Coach. We're so much grateful for your presence, and we saw the dream, we saw the achievement. You've come and you've achieved everything. One of the coaches, let's say local football, you've brought something, and we're seeing that. Thank you very much, Coach. Keep working hard with the players. I'm sure your brother got a chance. So it's fine.
Shayelana each and every day. Nakadlalile nangimbukele siyashayelana ukuthi uyathi lapha on the wrong now anak
itolo kushayela tsayi
ungishayela itolo angishayela ukuthi ungibambise kuphi nakuphi because who is because nakadlala nje neBuffalo angishayela athi mnebe ndawo enta show yamo ukuthi lokuthenga kuyakuthola because na ukhumbula kahle nje sing number 1 nasatha na number 1 badlale neBuffalo maviki lamabili kulandzelana bawathrobayithroyisa kabili sathola ichance from there sahamba sangena. What
a season, Coach. Thank you very much. 61 points after 20 should I say, after 26 games, that's a lot of points out of possibility 78. So the first coach and the first team to do so in more than 5 years. We've been used to teams getting 55, 54, 61. It means you've worked. A short break on a comeback with our in-house analyst, Linda Dlamini. But one thing we can acknowledge, one thing, this team, they have worked.
When you choose your adventures, you do so with an open heart and a desire for the unexpected. You embark on journeys to discover new worlds, full of wonder. You choose a path to awaken your senses, to feel the rush of life overwhelm you, a world to make you look up and realize just how inspiring this life can be. You ask, and we give you the royal experience. Arrive and awaken your heart. Explore life in ways only thought possible in your dreams. There are but a few places on earth so special, so unique, and so spectacular, where it becomes the rite of passage for the ambitious travelers, the courageous souls, to all have the one and only royal experience. That day when you look deep into your heart and leap into an ancient world so very different from your own, where magic, beauty, and love are shared forever. Then you will have a royal experience. There is just one place on earth where the people make you feel a part of their kingdom, where you just might volunteer to awaken spirits, enrich minds, and work alongside communities to build, motivate, and inspire. This is truly the royal experience. When you dream of a different world, beyond the ordinary, beyond time, discover just how far you'll go to expand your understanding of life's greatest mysteries. There's just one place on this planet with so much to offer. Now is the time for you to have the royal experience.
Now, still with you, it's all about local football, and it's all about also teams that so far confirmed their good position wherever they're playing, could it be Premier League and National First Division, but most importantly, Beskurumange Green Mamba, the champions of 2022-2023, in the company of our in-house analyst, Linda Dlamini. 1 or 2 words, Master Nguvu Seruka.
Ngiyabonga for pressing akuthola lokukhulu ngivusele wona amalwelo viewers ekhaya Monday ebusuku labanye Blue Monday labanye ama celebrations hambe weekend yonke cishe Sunday, Monday ekseni, Monday emini so lokuya celebrate Cabo Green Mamba, but Cabo Young Buffaloes ngansi nakhona as much as bangayiwini league, but kumele ukuthi babe grateful noma kumele ukuthi babonge noma batiqhenye nangisho kanjalo ngendlela labadlale ngayo throughout the season. Kudlala isizini yonke ungadliwa ncansi, that's an achievement.
That's an achievement. Green Mamba, things were mentioned at the beginning of the season, you're spot on. Now, this is the game against Young Buffaloes. But let's simultaneously master, but a different venue. Young Buffaloes, would see, and coach now would see they are hard very. Once they are in it, they fight until the last minute. And the experience of some of the key players, we saw on how they will take it on to the last day of the season.
Fabrice, indaba ye Young Buffaloes nawuyibuka le team cishe seyidlala isikhathi leside kakhulu kanye labadlali bayatana bonke bayatana ba complementana but ke Fabrice this season I think invo le cishe ngathi ishaye iYoung Buffaloes kakhulu uyakhumbula ukuthi Njabulo Maziya ude achamuka kumadlenya ana 11 goals nakafika ku Young Buffaloes ufika wayisita iYoung Buffaloes but they needed a striker lotawushaya emagoli 18 like Saviola endile last season they needed that player lotawufika athole lamagoli ashaye 18 plus wemagoli like Felix endile kuSwallows this season then bese kuba nalo Saviola laceleni ngicabanga ukuthi ngaleyo ndlela le Young Buffaloes betawukhona ukuthi icompete and singakhohlwa ukuthi Young Buffaloes this season Siboniso Gaxa khona la khona aba injury Siboniso Ngwenya ukhona lapho khona ake aba ku injury sorry bosiboniso Mamba na Siboniso Ngwenya khona labo bake bakwa khona ama injuries ngicabanga ukuthi lokho kwayilimata kancane iYoung Buffaloes the way labadlala ngayo le team na Saviola khona lamanye ama games labeka ngekho just like le madlenya nje last week lele bayi draw beka ngekho yona ngicabanga ukuthi but for Young Buffaloes kuncane labangakhala ngako iGreen Mamba were just too good.
Ngitsanza le fighting spirits master eThabangulu noma baphumile they are already relegated but this fighting spirits the keeper the defense I wish they could have done this at the beginning of the season fighting like this and you are relegated master in as much as what's gonna concede at some point but the fighting spirit of the defense and the goalkeeper.
Yeah, what a miss. Saviola, that's unlike him. Honestly, that's so unlike Saviola. But in Joba Usho, fighting spirits, Ileza Mile, we come beside on Itabankulu Kelly kule game le.
Miss master.
Yeah, what a miss. But
ingulokufuna kuyifaka at the far corner because of the way the goalkeeper apumengayo.
No bekahle go pick a spot but lo mtimba ubese ucheksa kakhulu naleli nyawo licheksa kakhulu ngako igcine iphuma yaba wide but unawubuka kule game le even Ndoda kule game le na udlalile bongwa udlale kahle kakhulu kule game le 3 goals lawashayile and this season ube consistent kakhulu ngicabanga ukuthi player of the year Young Buffaloes yena Bonga kule season le ngendlela ladlale ngayo ube consistent kakhulu still young usafunza and the fighting spirit ngicabanga ukuthi uyakhombisa lo kunengi lalafuna ukuachieve ebholeni.
A lot he has to achieve because he went on to score the second and the third. In terms of maybe the game itself, master, ungasho yini ukuthi they came to the game knowing Young Buffaloes, knowing it's going to be easy. Sorry, because they are playing a team that is already relegated. Was there that mentality?
I-pressure ke Fabrice kuyodlala ne-team lese-relegated lesingasadlali lutho wena ngala wethandazela ukuthi uwine lokungenani iGreen Mamba ikale pass kune-pressure lenkulu kakhulu lokho ngicabanga ukuthi but the players atitshele ukuthi batawenta umsebenzi wabo bese bagasa i-result ngale ku-Green Mamba nayo i-royal party kuthi kwenteka ini ngicabanga ukuthi njengoba ngisho ukuthi bonga amathebula kule game lena udlale kahle kakhulu and nawubuka ukuthi the chances labeka wathatha ungekhatha eboxini ngaphandle kwebhokisi and the runs labeka wathatha ngicabanga ukuthi uyakhombisa imaturisha lo for a young player like him amaturishe early ngicabanga ukuthi yes is not that young angithanzi badlali lasebangangaye babitwa ngama young stars badlala abanabo 16 lababitwa ngama young stars
but 22-23 usi young star
no usasi young star but ngicabanga ukuthi Fabrice njengoba ngisho ukuthi Young Buffaloes bathi tebona batawenda lo msebenzi then bese bagatsa ke lokwenteka ngale ku Royal Party na ku Green Mamba.
Yeah. What a game it was so far. First half 3-0. Kelly's nothing to fight for. It's all about me playing my last game at the Premier League. Siabuya second half, they had to add one more goal. And I'm sure as by the second half, as Ngaskets by Kefin Master, now they try to take over. You want to know what's happening at the other game.
Fabrice inzaba
The future is bright. Yes.
Yeah, the future is bright. Buffalo cishe inabo labadlali labathi nabakhokha labanye babafaka njengoba ngisho nje ukuthi bondoda bebasekhona abakadlali ama-games lamaningi this season. Phiwa usekhona akadlali ama-games lamaningi this season. You still have Bompetha Mpendulo naye akadlali ama-games lamaningi this season. Inqansi those are players longathi nowafaka lapha afike adlale. You still have Bo Ali Mathe, a good player, a very, very good player.
One of the best in terms of left foot.
Yeah. Free kicks. Yeah, kumdlalo ngisho ukuthi good kakhulu. Banengi labadlali, banengi. Njoba ngisho you still have Bosavio labadlali laba consistent. So the team njoba ngisho they missed someone like Phiwa umuntu lo abanika emagoli la sengiwashilo 18 plus per season. Umuntu lo afike adlale noSaviola uthi nangakori lo Saviola kube nguyelo lo shala amagoli.
What a chance. Is this still one of the is this still your favorite player in the M10 Premier League, Saviola?
Yeah. Kuma big games ukhombisile. Last week the previous week against Green Mamba wakhombisa lokho.
Now, what a season it was. This is Young Buffaloes, they did their job. Pure coming to the party also, having not played much games, unselfish, Wamniga. I already have a hat trick, why not? I think Wamniga night already goal. Yeah. Because he had a chance, Master. I shy 4 goals, but that's the mentality. Let's not be selfish and be a team.
If a press looks to a team, ibhola lokuthiwe it's a team sport kusho ngalokho lokuthi nini nibadlali niyadlalisana akusiyo nje individual sport letawunika umuntu agijime yedwa athola imedali yedwa but nidlala as a team because lana nje bekangaba selfish afuna ukutishayela kodwa wathi anginike lisinya lami likore ligoli ku last day sijabula.
For not, what are we to end the season? Yes, atikahambele kahle Tinvo, but they have a ticket master to go to CAF Confederation, and that's maybe another message
and nema fans bekaphumile fa pressing ngicela ukukhuluma ngana ke indaba ema fans. How I wish angisho ukuthi lo mthetho ushaya ufose lama teams, but how I wish ukuthi in future kube nemthetho lo shayawako more special thing because we need ema supporters stadium for lama teams usatophila lana nje because ithaba nkulukelisi lama gate takings aye kuthaba nkulukelisi. Imagine nangabe bekuphuma 800 wema fans ayobukela le game, that's about 30 something thousand na nangikhumbula kahle imethe yami. Sangithi ke Fabrice ngiyafisa ukuthi kushayela omnye umthetho kuthiwe lokhu nje ngesizini nakunema teams lakhonile kuletha ema fans ku season yonke la ngetulu kwa 15,000 angenele inkomishi tsite aqualify kungenela inkomishi tsite but aba nale pressure bamva ukuthi bayamarketa iproduct yePremier League bayakhona kuletha ema fans.
In the interest of time, that is Young Buffalo's coach, Mr. Mandla Dlamini, and also in the company of Thabangulu Kelly's coach. What does the Young Buffalo's coach thinks after, you know, losing that trophy that he was fighting for so much?
No, kube kahle kakhulu, though second half the boys babe sebaba a bit relaxed. But nje ayikudlalekile. Getting 3 points kula ku Kelly's ekade samgcina. Ba tough nje kakhulu kithi. But nje namhla sikhonile kumthola. Vele bekuthi asisheshene score though bagejile first few minutes. Vele besitshele ukuthi at least by 15 minutes sibe sesinayo 2 goals. No, I'm happy though kukhona la saslipha khona the game ya last week and the game against Leopards. That is where we lost in Komish. But performance wise the boys I'm happy now.
Game ibe tough yona ekuqaleni belikhulu sakhona ukulungisa lokusithe second half then sakhona kubuya kudlala siphose siba match nathi but the problem lo ukuthi bese my players have already thrown the towel kulandzela sivele wa relegated now. Yes, our aim ukuthi bangayithathi ku plate nje sibanike always besifuna sinanga bayithathe bayilwele nanabo bayifightele but nje it's unfortunate because lama goal abawashayile 3 goals first half. It was just our mistakes, silly mistakes we committed, more especially on the right side of our defense. So that's why we lost the game. Our aim is sehleziwa sehlile then lesitafike sikwenda ka first division ngokuthi sidlalele kuphindze sikhuphuke sibheke etulo. Already we also identify ema key positions where we need to beef up, then that's a beef up then pre-season. But nje all in all lesikufunako ukuthi sihambe bounce back the following season sibheka Premier League.
Now, take a look at some of the other games that played yesterday, the full results of the games that played this past weekend, last day of the M10 Premier League. The eventual champions, Green Mamba, off in top of the game against Red Leopard. Temangolo Kedis going down against Young Buffaloes. Seabirds, it was a tough game against third on top of the league. Babane Swallows master logo 2-0. Seabirds hasn't been good in terms of form this season. Denver Sundowns 1-0 against Madlenya. Madlenya, they came in and they maintained their position. Maybe singaba congratulate logo Tambutin sings in hospital and sings in master. I think so vetted at some point we could see as the season was growing, they were also growing with the season, and I think the incoming coach Make was also delivered. But I want to talk about this game. How does Manzini Wanderers?
Yeah, game lena labanengi yathi ukuthi iform yeManzini Wanderers more especially after survive relegation. Bebecanisa mhlambe sitawubona naye iManzini Wanderers ikhona kuthola amagoli. Lengicabanga ukuthi babana Highlanders itele game ilungiselele. Bobona ukuthi coach Luvengo uyilungiselele le game. Kule game lena phela nomkhonvo iqalile nabhuti wakhe the younger brother bayiqalile bobabili and bobona la ku midfield ukuthi khona imvola bafuna kuyenta. Fabrice Mopina lawo maranzi bekawenda la kabe kaphuma ekhathe boxing angene nam Philane sengize mxolisi angene na Philane ekhathe boxing wagcina litholile neligole ekuqala, but nawubuka there's a player mbabana Highlanders inemidlali Fabrice long pendulo kaThomo. That boy is a star. Angisheshe nginike badlali iglory noma
ngabasheshe abanika
no ngitsangisheshe nginike badlali mina angisheshe ngibanike nawukhuluma ngampendulo Thomo since last season akuMonan Pirates, this season afikile kuMbabana Highlanders uyambona is that player lotimisela uyafighter wenda konke. I think is one of the best number 6 la khona local.
Now let's look at the log, master. We know the eventual champion is, but let's look at the log. I mean, it's been one good season. Look at how many lows in as much as they are the champions. But let's talk about also in terms of Young Buffaloes not being defeated the entire season.
Yeah, Fabrice, nawubuka Green Mamba lose 5 games, 2 against Young Buffaloes, against Babane Swallows, against the Red Leopard, against Denver Sundowns. 5, only 5. Then lalamanye ukhuluma ngama-win badra kanye ngicabanga ukuthi lama-wins abemaneng than any other team lekhona lapha ku-league. Le consistent lesikhuluma ngayo. If utawina ama-games la kangaka udeserve win. For Young Buffaloes, I think lama-draws abese abamaneng kubo. Nawubuka 10 wema-draws, 15, only 15 bawine kang-15 ngicabanga ukuthi ngiyo ibalance abakayitholi lapho lokuthi bawine ema-games lamaneng, because nabo if maybe bawine lokungenani ema-games lang-18 bebatayithatha le league, but abakakhona ukwenda njalo. But lokungadliwa Fabrice, the last team nangikhumbula kahle mina Nottingham Forest in England yahamba isizini yonke engayiwini league, but Young Buffaloes ikwentile.
Beautiful stuff. Thank you very much. Credit also goes to our graphic to ensure that you do see who goes to CAF Champions League and CAF Confederation. Master, we're going. I want us next week. We'll focus on National First Division. Ilova is back, and tension is there. We'll talk about it next week. But we're leaving. I just want you to say a player. You don't say much. Goalkeeper of the season for you, Premier League.
Premier League, Kanyagezo Shabalala.
Defender of the season for you.
Defender of the season, Kwaike Mbabane Swallows.
Midfielder of the season for you. Striker of the season for you.
Felix.
There you have it.
Player of the year.
Player of the year.
Yeah.
Coach of the year.
Obvious. Enes Mavus.
Referee of the year.
Letitia.
Now, it's been Fabrice Musonera, the entire crew that ensure that you get the show today. Libhola Eswatini. We do say that. Sidlala kamnanzi. Obviously, Green Mamba team of the year. Badlala kamnanzi.